Y'all come on, man. Y'all got to support these kids, bro, for everything.
But it be those organizations that be having all the comments after the game, like, oh, man, this organization need to do
this
better.
Coach is this coach is that. You ain't even out there. You don't know what's going on in practice.
Yeah, you hearing all the updates from the post-game podcast.
Man, listen, like, come on, man.
You're tuning into the table to find out what happened, but you want to complain about what a coach got
what
going
the coach
on.
did, the organization did. No, support your kids. Find out what's really going on. Quit dropping them off the practice. Welcome to the table. This is the only Western Pennsylvania youth sports podcast. I'm your host, Diablo, and I am here with my, producer, Harden. And we're going to really get into it this week after the first full week of football and youth sports in Western Pennsylvania. So we're looking at what's going on in youth sports. We had a lot going on this week. We had some contenders. We had some pretenders. So we're going to start off with a couple of those contenders that we kind of knew they were going to be hard to beat this year. And I'm going to start with Penn Hills. Penn Hills Midgets, they are who we thought they are. I seen it early when we did flag this year, and their skilled players are so elite that it's going to really be hard to stop them this year. And they started out the year in blowout fashion, exactly how I figured they would do. So shout out to Penn Hills, shout out to D Black and those guys out there because they're working strong, they're working hard. And listen, Lincoln wasn't ready for what they got. Believe me, they wasn't ready for what they got. Man, I was looking at the Dream Shot clips, and I had to step back myself and say, they might be better than I thought they were going to be. But moving forward, I really feel like Penn Hills Midgets, they're really going to be a contender and win the championship. Honestly, they're the favorite in my eyes. So we looked at them. Then we went to Northside. Shout out to the new Northside. Leah Boo, I'm shouting out you and your boys. Shout out to them. Them midgets out there on Northside are 2-0. And it looked like they don't come to play. Looked like they brought the whole Northview, Manchester, everybody back together. And listen, I remember when Gene and them had that together, and Nell and them, and it's starting to look like that. They're coaching out there again. They got their numbers back up, and they're 2-0. So be aware of the north side on that midget level in the city because they definitely come to play. Them Steelers, they're rocking hard. They definitely looking like the Steelers right now. They're rocking hard. And who else I would think? I really want to talk about Lawrenceville because Coach Fats and Lawrenceville, they're going to be different this year. I watched Coach Fats in Wilkinsburg last year, and their defense was stout, but they didn't have no O. Now they got these kids from Washington, and when I say they out there balling, them Washington kids is balling. They took it to Hazelwood this time. I mean, they stopped my main man, Baby Devin. You know I'm a fan. They slowed him down, and listen, Coach Fats in Lawrenceville going to be a force this year. Definitely going to be a force. From what I've seen, yeah, they might be a favorite up there with Lincoln. They might be a favorite. They're going to be a good team, and it's going to be hard to beat them, man, because, listen, Coach Fats out there is hard to score on them. I'm not going to lie. That defense is hard to score on them, and the way their O look, they're going to be a real problem this year. Then we go to the Hill. The Hill Termites are who we said they is. With the coaching staff they have in place, it doesn't matter who they get, the kids coming up. Like, they really got a system, and it's really working. And they took it to Homewood. They let Homewood know it will not be no walking in their trap, taking over their trap. So, listen, those Hill Termites, they were different this year. They were definitely different. I don't even want to say they're different. It's just consistent. It's consistent. They win, they play hard, and you know what you're going to get when you're dealing with the Hill Termites. So we're going to get to a part of the segment, and we call this the Broom Room. So if you got broom, you're going to be in it. So we're going to start off with West Mifflin. Listen, swept you under the carpet. Stowe Rocks, Uncle Fred, them, nothing to play with. They said who they're going to be, and they're looking for vengeance. After last year, they're really looking for vengeance. So I'm looking for Stowe Rocks to be a real hard out for a lot of people. But this weekend, They definitely brought the broom out. And then, oh man, I hate to say this because this is my neighborhood, and they might be mad, but we're gonna keep it fair and balanced. This ain't Fox, but we're gonna keep it fair and balanced. And I know Harden, he don't want to hear it because he was there. He was on the mic, he was doing the game, so I know he feel this in his heart. But boy, C-Town came in your trap and took over your trap. Red Hot Hurricanes, listen, we got to figure it out because that was a rainstorm. It was not no hurricane. C-Town came in and they took the win on all 5 levels, and they took it in dominant fashion. Real dominant fashion. So shout out to C-Town, Tyler Boy, all them coaches out there. Listen, y'all got it done. Y'all got this one. I don't like it, but y'all got this one here. And then, like I said, I know Harden called me. I was at the Hazelwood game. Harden called me. He told me, man, it's not looking good. And I was, that's something close to the heart because I come from GBA, so that's something close to the heart there. Anytime it happened in Braddock. And listen, the West Side, they say it wasn't a fluke. The West Side said it wasn't a fluke. And we're going to have, matter of fact, we're going to have the West Side president call in later on and talk about it. But I got the call early from Mr. Marty, the president, and he told me, listen, he's going for all 5 this year. He's not going for the 2 last year. He's going for all 5 this year. And from what we seen, hey, Southside. And shout out to K2. K2, you did your thing. I respect you, one of the players I love. But, man, listen, the West Side was too much. I called them the horse heads. Hey, you don't know about the horse heads came through, and they was just trampling all over things. Man, Hollywood, little Patty. Did y'all see Patty? Did y'all see Patty run him up? Man, listen. Well, the boy was out there playing football. So, listen, the West Side brought the broom out. And when I say the West Side brought the broom out, it wasn't even close. The level of football that the West Side is playing right now is different. I can't wait to see the West play Stowe Rocks because I need to know who run the West. Me personally, I need to know who run the West because for a while it was Stowe Rock. But now, listen, them horseheads ain't nothing to play with. I'm telling you, them horseheads ain't nothing to play with. So we had those games going on. Shout out to all the winners and losers. We had some contenders. We had some pretenders, so I was locked in. Dream was giving me updates. Money Shot updates, everything. I got my producer Harden giving me updates. Man, this football this weekend was crazy. We had some stars, and they played like stars. And we had some people that need to get back in the lab and get it together. Real talk. Shout out to the Duke. Duke playing Duke ball again. I like to see that, you know what I mean? That was a rivalry for a long time with Hazelwood. It was a rivalry for Braddock forever. So the Duke was playing Duke ball again, and I just want to give a shout out to them because they doing their thing. Hey, listen, Nick, I'm talking about you. Calm down, bro. You'll be all right. You all right. I'm saying something about y'all. Y'all be all right. But y'all earn it. It's nothing given in this here. We only give you what you earn. Nothing for free. If you earn it, we'll talk about it. If not, guess what? We're not going to say nothing about you. Aliquippa. Love Aliquippa. Football town. They came. They played East End this week, and they represented and showed that they belong. Yeah, they definitely belong. And I expected that out of them. This is a hard town, football town. Shout out to Jan. Shout out to Larry. I know what's going on. We could go all the way back to Revis, them, but we ain't going back that deep. We talking about these kids now, but Aliquippa definitely came, and they came to play. And it was a good brand of football, what we expect out of them. So we're going to take it a little deeper. Somebody got the Titty of the Week award. Somebody, yeah, you just going to have to wear this. Step your game up because you're nasty. Y'all was nasty this week, and you got to step your game up because that is not what we're looking for. So we will be announcing that later on today. But overall, it was a good weekend of football. Jeff threw his flag. Yeah, Jeff threw a flag this weekend, so don't hate on Jeff because he came through. He threw a flag. I ain't mad at you, Jeff. We know you here now. And at the end of the day, if you got donuts, I don't want to hear about it because you didn't show up. You got to put something on the scoreboard so we knew you was part of it. You don't have no stats. If you got donuts, I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about who did this, who did that, what. You got donuts. You didn't show up. We don't even know you played. And that's just what it is. So moving forward, we're going to get into the game of the week. We're going to get into a lot of stuff, but I want to start right here. Order was restored.
What's good, y'all? It's Horton, founder of the No Offense Network. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to make sure you plugged in. You want to be plugged in, right? All right, so look, this is what you do. Find the bell below. Yeah, right down there somewhere. Click that. You plugged in.
Order restored. And let's get on into it. The game of the week. Let's recap this thing. We'll start off with that BTS. Yes, they still are like that. The Homewood Babies first, they take the win over the hill on Kennard, and it wasn't even close. BTS is still the same team, and they're still here to play. And I just want to give a shout out to them coaches out there, man. Listen, man, what they're doing over there in Homewood on that lower level, that 6U, you better be ready to play when you run up against them kids there, because them young kids there are hitting, they're running, they're blocking, and I don't see too many people coming even to contend with them, let alone get a win. They keep playing like this, and even first game of the week, nobody's beating them. We'll step to the twerps. Coach Jules did his thing. Coach Jules will give home with the 2-0 lead right there in games over the Hill District organization. And I look for the Hill to take a step back. Coach Drum is gone. Fatty's gone. Coach Onion suspended. So I look for the Hill to take a step back in that game there, definitely. So we come out and it's like it's 2-0. They're up Kennard. Homewood's not playing. Homewood, listen, order has to be restored, as Coach Telly said. So we was there, we seeing it, and it was convincingly. But then the Hill strikes back. Them termites is different. When you go against that coaching staff there, you better have your shit together. Because, listen, the termites come to play. They're going to represent the Hill all the way, and that's exactly what they did, taking the win over Mubarak and his termites. And, you know, Coach Moo, he keeps a good team, so that wasn't no pushover. But that Hill termite squad, the coaching staff, probably, to me, honestly, is the best coaching staff in Western Pennsylvania youth football. They are that. They're definitely that. And it doesn't matter who they get, when they come, they're still doing their thing no matter what. We'll get to the main event, and that was the one that I was looking for. And listen, I was wrong. And I'm not going to be right all the time. I was wrong because I took Pops being that he was at home. And it's like every time I take Pops, you lose. Like, I'm going to stop taking you, Pops, because that's my fault. I'm definitely going to stop taking you. But Coach Telly said it. He's back, suspension over, and order will be restored. And that's exactly what happened. And let me tell you, that game, anytime Telly and Pops play, it's going to be a good game. And it's just like Homewood had something left in the tank at the end. And they got away with a 2-point win. You know, number 0, he did his thing. He would not be denied at the end of the game. He scored a touchdown to put him up. And we ended that way. So order definitely was restored right there. And that was Homewood already. They were taking a 3-1 lead. So we were looking for the Hill District. What can they do to end the day all good? They're going by 40. I said I wasn't going to say that no more until y'all scored 40 points. And listen, come on, Coach Swan. Come on. I know you coach the D, Coach Swan, but come on, Coach Swan. Get it. Y'all got to get it together. You got donut. You got donut. You can't be by 40, you're getting donut. And this was an ugly score. Them bully ball kids over there on that measured level, they won 2-0. They won 2-0, and that gave the Hill District the 3-2 winning organizations. And listen, by 40, you got to do better. You got ball players over there. You got 14. You got 7. You got 0. You got some ball players over there. But one thing about the Hill District, that big team, they don't lose too much in Kennard. They do not lose too much in Kennard. Shout out to 3, 2, 7. Shout out to that coaching staff over there. Listen, bully ball don't lose too much in Kennard. But come on, by 40. Get on the board. You didn't even get on the board. You can't be called by 40 and you're not getting on the board. You haven't scored. And it's irritating me. Do better. Coach Juan, I know you go hard. You one of the coaches I like because I like how you bring it with the kids and all that there. But you got to get on your OC, man. You need some points, man. You need some goddamn points because that ain't going to get it. So, again, game of the week, it lived up to what we expected. Shout out to them Hill Malls. They brought it. But, boy, them Homewood Malls, they wasn't playing this week. And y'all know I got a little, a soft spot for one of them light-skinned Homewood Malls. But I ain't going to get into that. That's neither here nor there. But them Homewood Malls brought it this week. The Homewood football team brought it this week. Shout out to their organization winning game of the week. But listen, those games there, when the Hill play Homewood, is must-see football. Like, if you appreciate the sport, the neighborhood, the fans, the cheerleaders, the football players, don't miss that because those are the games you want to see. But again, shout out to Homewood. Order was restored. Coach Telly, you back. I can tell you back. Y'all came to play. And like I say, I respect it. Pops, quit doing me like that, man. Quit doing me like that, man. You just come off a national championship. Quit doing me like that. But it's all good. I know y'all bump heads again, man. But definitely, the order was restored. And they standing on business over there down on Frankstown. They ain't with that nonsense, boy. 0-1 was popping on Sunday. You know, they was looking for the Hill coach. They say they was looking for the Hill coach. They wasn't in the 0-1. But it is what it is. It was definitely a good game. So, this week, the game of the week, I don't see them Dukes taking it all the way to the West. Let me tell you something. You got a physical brand of football against a more athletic brand of football. But one thing I know about them Dukes is going to punch. You might punch them, but they going to punch back. And the way the West Side is built now, guess what? They're ready for a war. So that's our game of the week this week. Rank Up Live. We'll be there. We'll be broadcasting. And listen, it's the Dukes for the West Side. Yeah, them Horseheads. Them Horseheads said they coming for it all this year. Shout out to all the coaches over there on the West. Shout out to Juice and them all over there in Duke. Listen, the game of the week, it's going to be something special. And while we speaking of something special, we got a special guest today. We're bringing in the president today. That's right, Marty, the president of the West Side. And we're going to speak with him after we come back after this commercial. And, listen, he got something to say. And it ain't just to Duquesne. He got something to say to the whole Western Pennsylvania football. Listen, I ain't said it. Don't blame it on me. I ain't taking no sides, but I'm seeing what's going on the field. I'm seeing what they brought in on the field. So, listen, when we come back, we're going to talk to Coach Marty about it, but the West Side said they're here and they're here to stay, and they're looking to take all 5 this year. That's what he told me. Don't be mad at me. That's what he told me. I'm just fair and balanced.
What's good, y'all? It's Horton, founder of the No Offense Network. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to make sure you're plugged in. You want to be plugged in, right? All right, so look, this is what you do. Find the bell below. Yeah, right down there somewhere. Click that. You plugged in.
All right, we're back. We're back at the table, and we're live with a special guest. I know y'all heard the phone ringing, and he was waiting to say what he had to say, so I got a special guest. I got the president of the West Side Mustangs, Marty, on the phone, and he's going to tell y'all a little about what they got going on this season, and he's going to tell y'all about what's going on in the game of the week because Duke telling him about there's going to be a pushover, and I know Marty don't feel that way. So, Marty, how you feel today? How you doing today?
Man, I feel like I feel every day. I feel good. Tell Duquesne to come on over here this weekend, get punished, and we're going to send them back. We ain't playing no games over here. Duke been running their mouth on that internet. We not playing with Duquesne this weekend.
Hey, y'all hear it? Hey, now y'all heard it from Coach Marty mouth. Them West Side Mustangs say they stepping. They say they stepping. So Dukes, y'all see what y'all had to say. Them West Side Mustangs said they stepping. And that's the game of the week. We will be there. We will be there Ranked Up Live. And guess what? You could do all the talking you want on the net. When they get between them lines, hey, them kids got to play. So, Marty,
they listen.
Yes, sir.
They got a chance. They got a chance to see the show when they came over Southside on Sunday. They seen a little bit of the show going on. But what level we talking about? All 5 levels?
Yeah, we talking
But
about all 5.
I'll talk flag football as well too.
Ooh,
I don't care about none of that.
oh no,
You know
not
what
to
I mean?
the
I don't care about
flag.
none of that.
That man say
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. I hope Juice and Mo is listening to this though. But they had that one dude on there. He probably a parent. They got a kid that don't start talking about they gonna walk over. Come on, man.
He definitely said they're gonna walk over y'all. I swear.
He's talking about gonna be like last year. We didn't even play Duquesne last year. They weren't even on our schedule last year, but we did beat Duquesne Termites in the championship last year.
Okay.
So if he knew what he was talking about, he would understand we beat Duquesne in the championship last year.
Okay,
but
so
we didn't play them during the regular season.
We speaking facts then.
That's
we're not speaking
factual,
about the heart. We're speaking facts. That's what I like.
Factual. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, homie. We solid from top to bottom.
Ooh.
We solid top to bottom, bro.
And I said that I seen some of the clips from the game at the South Side. I say, yo, listen, the West Side is loaded. The West Side don't want 2 championships. They want all 5 this year. I say Marty done loaded up over there, like, whew. And then I want to talk about what is that, the 9U. I want to talk about the 9U with Patty, Hollywood, JJ, and what the other little boy name is over there, Marty.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. I'm sorry. Somebody was talking. Say it again.
I want to talk about your 9U. I want to talk about Patty, Hollywood, JJ, and what's the other boy's name?
Baby Josh.
Big Josh, yeah.
That's number 20. Baby Josh, number 22. Josh.
Okay.
Oh, dog, man.
So I'm feeling like, from what I'm hearing and what I see, you might have the best 9U backfield in the league this year. So I want to know about these kids.
The 4 horsemen.
Okay, the 4 horsemen. Okay, the 4 horsemen.
And then guess what y'all don't even talk about Jonah. Y'all forgot about Jonah was making all them Moss catches last year. You know, remember ESPN Jonah?
Okay.
We don't even talk about Jonah.
Okay. Well, shout out to Jonah. Shout out to Jonah,
yeah.
Man. Jonah, we hearing about you right now. We're gonna be looking at you at Game of the Week. Shout out to you, Jonah. Swear to God.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game right there, though.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that 7U game.
Okay.
Because you know Duquesne is the defending 6U champion.
Yeah, Nick them.
They got that tall.
They talk heavy.
They got that tall running back. But man, you got 10 touchdown, 1 game break on my 7U too though. You remember Bray put up 10 touchdowns in 1 game last year.
Listen, Bray's a dog. Bray's a dog. He's stamped. He's official. Bray's definitely a dog. Without a doubt, Bray's a dog. So that's gonna be a hard hitting one because you know that 6U, you know they come with a chip on their shoulder. They already won the championship. They still got a chip on their shoulder. They got good coaching over there. So that's definitely gonna be one of the best games tomorrow. Saturday, excuse me.
Listen, also for real talk though, man, every year with us and Duquesne is some good ball games, bro.
Yes,
every year. You know what I'm saying? Every year.
Well, you definitely, I know what you've been building over there because I watched you build it for the last couple of years. And, you know, Duke has been consistent. They're always going to bring a tough team. So I definitely been watching you build it. But then I want to see what's going on this big team level because I see you got a player on the big team. He goddamn scored the ball and went and dunked it down there. I'm like, well, goddamn, where the hell they get him from?
And the crazy thing is, he's been here. He born and bred West Side. But the crazy thing is, we got one bigger than him on the field.
Woo,
we got one bigger than him on the field. Just a dog.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, it's football gonna be played Saturday, man. Okay. Football definitely gonna be played on this West Side come Saturday.
Well, that's why we made y'all Game of the Week because I expected that. That's why we said this is Game of the Week. We're gonna go live out there with Rank Up. I say this is Game of the Week. I already know because, you know, they won the championship last year on the big team level. So I definitely wanted to see what was going to come through with that there. So I'm just looking for it, man. I'm looking for it. I want to see what you guys are going to do. I just want to see some good football. I want to see some moms too, but I just want to see some good football. I'm going to stick to that there because I want to see. I know the Duke bringing them heavyweight, big trunks, but then I go on the West Side. I'm like, oh shit, the West Side got it popping over there too. So I'm gonna get me some food and I'm gonna sit back and watch football.
Because you know what type of what type of food we got over here. We got soul food, concession stand, we got the soul food table. So you can eat good over here and watch some good football. And we're going to talk a bunch of shit.
Okay, you know what I mean? That's what I need right there. So that means we got good food, we got good football, and we got the moms out there, boy. We gonna live life out there, boy. West Side style. You
know, them Duke boys, my guys, man. You know what I mean? You know, we've been doing this with Duke for a long time, man. My guy. So we got it only make it right. We talk that shit to each other. They got these young coaches though be on that. I just sit back. I don't say that on the Youth Elite page. I don't say. I just sit there and watch. They got them young boys over there like to talk a lot.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Well, I told you, let Keith loose. Quit holding Keith back. Let Keith loose, man. That's my guy.
Keith be going crazy sometimes, man. Keith is a 5U coach, man. Keith be out in the chill sometimes, bro. Keith be tripping, man.
Hey, that's my dude, though. It's all
definitely,
love, man. It's all love, man. I love it. It's all love. People don't get it because they're on the outside, not on the inside. But basically, it's all love with everybody. Yeah, we go to war during the line, but after that, you catch us in the 0-1, baby. We in there having a good time. You know, so I love what's going on. And like I said, I've seen you build the West Side back up, and I respect it, bro. I really respect it, yo. I love seeing what y'all doing right now because, like I said, I seen you build it from the bottom back up.
We definitely took it from the ground up, bro. Definitely from the ground up.
So that's Coach.
Definitely from the ground up.
That's Coach Marty, man. That's my guy. That's my dog. I had to let him call in so he could talk his talk because I know he gonna walk it. So we got the game of the week this week. It's gonna be the Duke versus West Side. Rank Up Live. We'll be talking about it on the table. Brought to you by the Post Game Podcast. And listen, we ready for some football. I'll be there to look at you and say, tell me what to get off the soul food table. Because you know I'm a fat nigga. I love it. I'm going to be over
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
So again.
It's two in the wake up. Two in the wake up.
Two in the wake up. I like that there. That's football talk there.
Two in the wake up.
So thanks for coming through for us and having a couple words with us. And like I say, we support all the youth sports and we definitely support the West Side. And good luck this weekend.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you shouting us out today, man.
Definitely.
I like what you're doing. I like what y'all doing. I like what you're doing with this podcast, getting that awareness out to these people around the country about what's going on in Pittsburgh youth football. I appreciate this, though, bro. For real.
We're going to keep pushing forward, bro. It's all about getting these youngins out there. We're going to keep pushing forward because this is for them. We got to, we all had our time. It's daytime.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right. It's good hearing from you. I'll see you Saturday.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
All right. Yep.
Thanks.
What's good, y'all? It's Horton, founder of the No Offense Network. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to make sure you plugged in. You want to be plugged in, right? All right, so look, this is what you do. Find the bell below. Yeah, right down there somewhere. Click that. You plugged in.
So we talked to the president, Coach Marty of the West Side. And like I said, I got friends on the West Side. I got friends on the Duke, and I respect all of them. But we're going to talk football now. We're going to talk about what we like football. So in that first game, I don't go to flag football. I leave that to the little kid. So we're going to go to 7U. And 7U, I'm going to take the Duke at 7U. They're coming off a championship. Coach Nick, he's a good coach. Yeah, he's a good coach. Listen, I'm going to call it what it is. So I'm going to take the 7U for the game of the week. I'm going to take the Duke, and I'm going to move forward. 9U, ain't nobody beating Patty. Ain't nobody beating Hollywood, JJ, and the other two. Ain't nobody beating them. 9U, I'm locked in with the West Side. West Side is my championship pick at 9U this year. So I'm going to stay with 9U for the West Side. I'm going to go with them. When we get to the 11 is going to be interesting. 11 is going to be interesting. I'm going to go with the Duke on 11. I'm going to go with the Duke because the Duke team is just going to be so physical. That when they get older, they teach a different kind of football. They're just physical. And I'm going to stick with the Duke for the 11U. I think the Duke's going to bring that one home there. Now, when we get to the 13, which is the big team, Duke is coming off a championship. The Shark Boys, they're coming off a championship. And I believe Coach Juice still has the big team. So with that being said, I'm going to take the Duke. Because it's just those two older teams with the Duke Harden, those teams be so physical. I remember when I was at Hazelwood, we beat everybody, but we ran up on Duggar, Showtime Bobby, and the twins, Courtney. And it wasn't so much. I had athletes, I had Rail, I had everybody. But it's just the physicality that the Duke brings on those two levels. Man, you got to match that shit.
But if anybody can match it, it's the West Side Mustangs.
The West got some. The West got some players. They see the boy just dunk on the motherfucker. I was like, God damn.
I was looking for the birth certificate.
Hey,
I'm in the comments looking for a birth certificate.
Swear.
Hey, Mama came through and said, "Nah, you ain't be talking about my boy."
Hey, you seen her? I seen her on the post too. Like, that's mine there. He such and such. I was like, all right, back up off her, bro. Let me hard back up off her, man.
Now, peep, she said, "I got the cesarean cut to show you." I said, "All right, hey, say no more."
She took it deep. She took it deep. Like, boy, I gotta hide this one. I put my baby suit on about this one here. I know how old he is.
Hey, but those are the best kind of matchups whenever it comes to game of the week, because sometimes we gonna have two sluggers who want to just guard and have a brawl. Yeah. But it's like a boxing match. You got the brawler coming from the Duke. Yeah. But you got the skill and the athleticism coming from the West Side, and styles make fights.
Definitely.
This is the best kind of fight, because we gonna see, is it the gritty, like, is you gonna win out the wishbone, or is you gonna win out the spread?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Swear to God. Okay.
And you know what I mean? Hopefully it don't rain, because if it rain, I gotta take
the wishbone.
I gotta take the wishbone.
I gotta take the wishbone in the rain. Swear.
But if it's sunny outside,
they gonna fly. They gonna be moving around out there. They gonna fly around there. Yeah. So I'm looking forward for this game. I'm looking for the food. I'm looking for the play. And you know what else I'm looking for? Because boy, they're gonna be walking. Them shorts gonna be eating. Hey, I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but man, listen, I love a good West Side Duquesne game. You hear me? Shit, I ain't gonna say it's on the hill, Homewood, because that shit just different. That shit just different. But I love a good West Side and Duquesne game. It should be a great game of the week. We're gonna see some good football. We got a lot of good matchups this week. That's not the only good matchup this week. We got a lot of good matchups this week, but that's definitely the headliner.
Yeah.
That's definitely the headliner.
And between both leagues. Because, last week we did the City League.
Yeah.
This
week.
Yeah,
we're not going to have no pick.
Yeah, it ain't no pick.
Whoever got the best football, I don't care which league you in, whoever organization is, the top two organizations are playing each other, that's where we're going to go to a game of the week. We're not picking this because it is. No, we're not doing that. We're not giving hugs out. We're not that. We're going to keep it all the way real. We're not that. We're going to go with the games where the heavy hitters at, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah, because I said it a couple days ago. X's and O's is not for hugs and kisses. X's and O's is only for hugs and kisses whenever you're trying to write a letter or you're trying to...
Okay, or buy some jewelry for your woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that's it.
Whenever we talking X's and O's, game of the week, we talking straight offense versus defense. We talking heavy hitters. Bro, I seen some footage on the West Side, and I don't go against the Valley too much. Yeah. But that big team on the West Side, like,
nigga dunk the ball, man. I'm like, God damn.
Bro, the dunk overshadowed the fact that he got into the play and he picked the ball up with one hand.
Yeah, listen. It wasn't no hop on the fumble.
No.
He picked it up and he was out. He was to the house like, I'm scoring.
Yeah, fact, bro. The only person who I've seen do something like that was the first overall draft pick, Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
For South Carolina.
Yeah. And boy looked like a West Side boy, like he got that length and that range like him coming off that edge. So it's definitely, that's going to be a good game because I know what Juice is going to bring. I know what the Duke is going to bring. That's going to be a good-ass game. I'm going to be watching that game. Before I have to leave and go to the other game, I'm going to be watching that game. Swear to God.
And the good thing about some of them teams like Clarendon, Duquesne, Aliquippa, they going to travel. Yeah. So if you're looking for the environment, like you said, you got
the Reds going to be out there.
Oh, yeah.
The Reds going to be all over there. Reds going to be out there. We're going to see a bunch of Mustang, but guess what? We're going to see a bunch of Red because the Duke is the Red Wave. They're going to be there.
And they travel.
The Hill, Homewood, Wilkinsburg, Clarendon, Duquesne. Who else you just said? You said another team just did. Aliquippa. Those are some of the organizations that Garfield, they always gonna trade. Yeah, it's never. So we ain't talking about y'all. You're wondering Wishbone. I'm mad, but y'all put that Wishbone on the north side ass this week. I ain't gonna say that. But those organizations, they're gonna travel. So even when you think you got home field advantage, You might not, because they coming deep.
Only thing you controlling is the concession stand.
Exactly.
Everything else,
they're coming deep, man. I mean, I done been in some game where I see, man, I'm like, damn, it's a home game. How's more of them than us?
Hey, it's that culture.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Some of these
I can even say, listen, Braddock is traveling now.
Yeah.
They're traveling now. They're getting out. I give it to Braddock. They're traveling now. So, and that's the thing we got to get to. Support these kids. Don't just drop your kid off. These are not babysitters. Support these kids. Stay at practice sometime. Game days, guess what? If you ain't working, get your ass out there. I don't care if you was at the bar till 2 o'clock. Get your ass up. Go support these kids. Because that's what they need from a lot of y'all. And y'all don't give it to them. Go support these kids. There's no reason that every organization should be traveling.
Yeah,
you got 100+ kids. When you count the football player and cheerleader, every organization, it should be 100 fans there easy.
Every single time.
Yeah, you got to support these kids. A lot of y'all don't support these kids, but when they do something good, you want to be like, oh, that's my kid or that's my niece and all that. No, get your ass out there and support them kids, yo. Show up. Let them know you over there because it's a lot of time. And not me personally because my mom was there. And we was up there in the bowl. My mom was there, my aunties, everybody there because guess what? I represent them. But a lot of kids, it's like, they do something, or whether it's good or bad, they look to the stands. They looking for somebody to be there and give support, whether you telling them to do better or you celebrating with them. Man, support these kids, yo. That shit is so weak to me when I see an organization and they got 20 fans in the crowd. Their crowd, like, y'all weak as hell, dog. Like, y'all come on, man. Y'all got to support these kids, bro, for everything.
But it be those organizations that be having all the comments after the game, like, oh, man, this organization need to do better.
This coach is this coach is that. You ain't even out there. You don't know what's going on in practice.
Yeah, you hearing all the updates from the post-game podcast.
Man, listen, like, yeah, like, come on, man.
You tuning into the table to find out what happened, but you want to complain about what a coach got
what
going
the coach
on.
did, the organization did. No, support your kids. Find out what's really going on. Quit dropping them off to practice. I understand we all got work, all that there. Listen, I talk that shit. I go to work, pick my kids up, other kids, and take them to practice. And that's just on the strip. I'm not even no coach. I'm not nothing. I'm just there as a parent supporting. Like, y'all gotta do better than that. Us as grown people, we gotta do better than that. Because when we was growing up, our people was there. So that's the table for this week, man. We'll be back at you next week, man. Make sure you tune in, be and out there. We got next week. I know we'll have the president of the City League coming in on a call. We'll probably have another special guest too, but we're gonna keep you up to date. And I ain't forgot. I hate to do this to y'all. I hate to do this to you because I love a lot of, but guess what? Titty of the week is going to the Hurricane. Y'all got swept. Tighten your game up, coaches. Y'all the first official, and I hate to do that to y'all, but guess what? I'm fair and balanced. So you definitely ran Titty of the week for your organization getting swept and not showing up at home. It is what it is. I'm signing off. This Diablo, the table.